What's up everybody, my name is Blake Martin and welcome to Killing the Points game. Back in mid-July, I went on a 10-day road trip all throughout California. So with about 62,000 points in my Hyatt bank, I decided, well, let's go on another road trip. So instead of going north this time, we're gonna go east. So one of the properties that I stayed at on my California road trip was the Ventana Big Sur. It's probably the most exclusive property in the US, given that there's only one Alila property in the US. Probably the second most exclusive property type in the US is the Miraval properties. There are three of them, one in Arizona, one in Austin, and one the brand new Berkshires location. So the Miraval Arizona is a drivable destination for me coming from the Los Angeles area, so I decided to go ahead and look into that property. Well, lo and behold, they're currently running a promotion for buy one, get one free. These properties are usually 45,000 points per night, so it would cost me 90,000 points for 2 nights. However, I can book 2 nights right now for 45,000 points, and it also qualifies for that same 25% back promotion that I got for all the Hyatt properties that I booked on my California road trip. So I'm actually going to end up only spending 33,750 points for 2 nights at the Miraval, Arizona. So I spent a total of 62,000 points for this 5-night road trip. I decided that if I'm gonna head east, I might as well cross off a few more property types off of my Brand Explorer. So there's actually 18 different property types. We're gonna be able to cross off destination hotels, Hyatt Residence Club, as well as Hyatt Place hotels, on top of the Miraval property. That's actually the reason I'm going on this road trip. So we booked 4 out of 5 nights on this road trip with Hyatt points. I did book my second night at the Hyatt Residence Club Sedona with my free night reward that I got for having my World of Hyatt credit card. I definitely recommend that card, and I will talk more about that later. I leave tomorrow morning. We're gonna first head to Phoenix, Arizona, then up to Sedona, and then finally down to Tucson, where we're gonna end the trip with nights 4 and 5 at the Miraval, Arizona. Before we take off, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell so you can be notified when I put out new content. Definitely go check out my channel. Also check out the Facebook page, Killing the Points Game. I'll put a link to that down in the description as well. I've also got links to all the credit cards that are currently in my wallet. Also, please check out my disclaimer. I am not a professional. I am not trying to give any professional advice. These videos are meant for entertainment purposes only. And with that being said, let's hit the road. We've arrived to the Phoenix area. Technically, this is Tempe, Arizona. This is a Destination Hotels property. It is called the Mission Palms Tempe. This is one of 3 properties on this trip that are really just to check off some of the names on my Brand Explorer. However, we're off to a good start. I paid 12,000 points for this night. However, with the 25% back promotion right now, I actually am only gonna pay 9,000 points. I originally had a cash price of $96, but upon arrival, they basically upgraded me above what my Explorist status should ever get me. Technically, you're not eligible for suite upgrades, but they upgraded me to a 1-bedroom suite, $229 cash value. So actually, we're gonna look at about 2.5 cents per point instead of just over 1 cent per point. So 2.5 cents per point is pretty good. I'm totally happy with that. Well, I went for a walk around downtown Tempe. It's a college town, but between the pandemic and the heat, just about everything is shut down. It's a ghost town. It's kind of an eerie feeling. I walked past a movie theater that had a sign up talking about how movies will never go away. It was kind of interesting. But the hotel happens to be right next to Hayden Butte right here. So I'm gonna get up in the morning, and it's kind of just a short little hike up the butte. There's a path that I can see people walking right now, so that'll be cool. And well, it's 108 degrees outside, and it takes a lot for me to want to get into a pool, but it's 108 degrees, so I'm gonna go for a quick swim, and see you tomorrow. It's about 6 a.m. and we just got to the top of Hayden Butte, just in time for the sunrise. Off in the other direction here, you can see Phoenix Airport. So some pretty cool views up here. Time to head down, go get showered up, and head to Sedona. We've arrived here to Sedona. It is absolutely breathtaking. I don't think I've ever seen anything like this. The drive up on the 179 was absolutely crazy. There's not much to say about the Hyatt Residence Club in terms of points. I booked it with my free night that I get from having the World of Hyatt credit card. other than the fact that I pay $95 a year for that card and it gives you a free night category 1 through 4. The Hyatt Residence Club Sedona is a category 4 property. It usually ranges in the $400 to $500 price tag per night. Right now, due to the pandemic and everything that's going on, it's actually only about $229 per night. So, but nevertheless, a great value out of that free night, and I'm excited to be here. And I'm basically just gonna spend my whole time here taking pictures and driving around. I have arrived here at the Hyatt Place in Tucson. I am here for two reasons. First of all, I really wanted to check off Hyatt Place off my Brand Explorer. This is a Category 1 property, so it only costs 5,000 points per night, and after 25% off promotion, it's actually only going to cost me 3,750 points. And for a room that's valued at like right around $100, give or take, they did upgrade my room to like a high floor king bed room, so $109. So we're looking at like roughly 3 cents per point. So great point valuation right there. The second reason that I'm here is that coming from Sedona was about a 4 or 5 hour drive, and I want to be able to get to the Miraval property as early as possible. They will let you arrive at 11 a.m. on the day you're arriving, have lunch, and then enjoy the rest of your stay. So I decided to book this night basically just as a placeholder, cross it off the list, and also be able to get up early. It's only about 40 minutes from here to get to the Miraval, so I'll be able to get there right by 11 a.m. tomorrow and be able to soak up that property as much as I possibly can. Speaking of Sedona, before I left this morning, I did a 90-minute timeshare tour. They offered it to me when I first checked in, and they offered me 12,500 Hyatt points to just do the tour and basically be pitched a timeshare. I had no intentions on actually purchasing one. However, for 12,500 points, it basically turned what was already a free night booking with a free night reward into netting a profit of 12,500 Hyatt points. So I was totally down to do that. Definitely worth the 90 minutes. I'm about to head to this place called Eegee's. Apparently it is a Tucson staple. They do these slushy drinks or something like that. My buddy Jeremy told me about it, so let's go check it out. We have finally arrived to the Miraval, Arizona. As you can see, I'm in my room. In fact, this is a wellness resort, and when you first get here, they encourage you to stay off of your phones and any sort of devices while you're here. They give you a cell phone sleeping bag when you first arrive. There's little signs all throughout the property that remind you to stay unplugged. There are a few spots on property where they allow you to use your phones. There's a courtyard in the middle of the property that's specially designated for you to use your phone there, but large in part, they encourage people to stay off their phones while they're here. Now, the Miraval is an all-inclusive property, one of 3 in the country. There's also one in Austin and one in the Berkshires. It's usually 45,000 points per night for one person, 65,000 points per night for 2 people. So it doesn't fit in the typical category 1 through 7 like every other Hyatt property does. I did get upgraded to the Dreamcatcher suite. It's kind of a junior suite size room. But because of the buy one get one free promotion, I got 2 nights for 45,000 points, and then I'm getting 25% of those points back because of the other promotion that's actually stackable on top of that. So I'm only going to spend 33,750 points for 2 nights here at the Miraval. Comes out to about 3.3 cents per point. Now, the room is $559 right now. Usually this room would be a little over $1,000 per night, but because of the current state of things, the prices are a little bit deflated, but nevertheless, 3.3 cents per point is great. So as soon as I got settled, I went on a little walk around the property. There's a garden on property that they call the Chef's Farm. They grow a lot of the things that they use at the Cactus Flower restaurant. It's a very cool restaurant, and being an all-inclusive property, you have breakfast, lunch, and dinner there included in your stay. They also had chickens at the Chef's Farm. They do have a little snack and smoothie bar that looks pretty cool. I'll probably stop by there a couple of times throughout my stay here. Throughout the property, there are all kinds of little tranquil spots. There's lots of paths that run around the property, little places where you can stop to relax or to read. There are lots of water features on the property. There's also a climbing wall. There's also an outdoor pool. They even have what they call a desert challenge course. Given that it's over 100 degrees right now, I think it might be a little bit too hot for me to actually try to do the course, but it's pretty cool that they have that on property. Every morning they offer a complimentary guided hike. It's about 2 hours long, and apparently it's different every day, so I'm going to take advantage of that both days that I'm here. They also give you a $175 credit when you stay here, so I'm going to use that towards a massage. So the $190 massage is only going to cost me $15. Other than that, I'm going to take advantage of the restaurants and take advantage of the food while I'm here, and just relax. Six days and 1,400 miles later, it was about a 7-hour drive back to LA from the Tucson area. I just want to do a quick recap of all the places we stayed, what the cash value was, what the point value was, and all those kinds of things. So the first place we stayed was in Phoenix at the Tempe Mission Palms. Remember, we had that upgrade to that 1-bedroom suite, which was awesome. Cash price was $229. The points price was 12,000 points for that night. Then we traveled up to Sedona. We stayed at the Residence Club Sedona. Cash price again was $229. And we actually used the free night reward from the Hyatt credit card, which I'll explain just a little bit more in a second. Third night, we traveled down to Tucson and we stayed at the Hyatt Place Tucson Central. That was a slight upgrade to that high floor king room. Cash price was $109. Points price was 5,000 points. And then the real reason for the trip, we traveled about 40 minutes up north, just right up against the Catalina mountain range, to stay at the Miraval, Arizona. The cash price was $559 per night, or $1,118 for the 2 nights that we were there. And because of the promotion, the buy one, get one free, we only paid 45,000 points for that night. Total cash price was $1,456. Total points price was 62,000 points. With the 25% back promotion, that's going to give us 15,500 points back, which is awesome. The total points out of pocket in the end is 46,500 points. So at $1,456 for 46,500 points, our combined point valuation was 3.1 cents per point. So this is the number that I was really excited to share with everybody. My total cash out of pocket for a 6-day, 5-night road trip to Arizona was only $147. That comes out to $24.50 per day. That's food, gas, tips, anything that I did. I do think it's worth taking a second to talk about the Hyatt credit card because that's really what made part of this possible. It is worth noting that I used my free night reward on the Residence Club in Sedona. And that property right now was $229, usually would be more like $500. It was a category 4 property. The free night reward gives you a free night at any property category 1 through 4. So we always try to aim on the higher end of that to get the most value out of that free night. The card has a $95 annual fee. So for $95, even right now, I got $229 worth of value. Usually that would be about $500 worth of value. So I think that's a great use of that free night and worth hanging onto that card really indefinitely. The Hyatt World of Hyatt credit card also gives you 5 qualifying nights per year. It also gives you 2 more per $5,000 that you spend on the card per card member year. It gives you Discoverist status. Now, if you do get more of those qualifying nights, you can actually earn your way to Explorer status, which is what my status is, or you can even get all the way to Globalist status, which is definitely a life goal of mine. The card has no foreign transaction fees, so easy to use when you're traveling abroad. And the points value that you get out of cash spend on Hyatt properties is really great, and it does vary from time to time. You do get some extra points by having the card, but like right now you're getting triple points. So the promotions change from time to time, but it's definitely worth putting all of your Hyatt spend on that card. So the card is definitely worth owning. I think it's a no-brainer. I do have a link in the description to the card as well if you want to take a look at it some more. I do get a referral bonus out of anybody signing up from that, so that would be greatly appreciated. Thanks so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I definitely enjoyed the trip, and I hope you enjoyed seeing everything that I did along the way and seeing how the points and cash all worked out on this trip. Please check out my channel. You can see the other videos that I put out, as well as stay up to date on videos that I put out in the future. Also, head over to the Facebook group page, Killing the Points Game. I do post there pretty regularly on all things related to personal finance, but also credit cards and points and all that kind of stuff. That's definitely the focus. I do have a new section in the description where I describe and have links to all of the cards that are in my wallet, so definitely check that out as well. Speaking of personal finance and investing and all things related, I do also have links down in the description to Webull, where you can get 2 free stocks valued at up to $1,400 by signing up and depositing $100. And then I also have the link to Robinhood, where you can also get a free stock just for signing up. So definitely check those out. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell so you can be notified when I put out future videos. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you soon.